Yeah, we live, Akim. Shalom, shalom. We're the
Shalom,
brothers of
shalom.
GMS Colorado Springs, man. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory. That being unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Bahashem,
Basham,
Rakah,
Rakah,
Kodash.
Kodash.
Khan want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, man, who do real well, who are the true spiritual leaders of Israel today, whether you can accept that or not. Peace and salutations into the fellow laborers, the Akim out there, man, pushing this truth in the four winds of the earth, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so. All right, as well as the speckled bird and confusion of face brothers joined on to us, man, that may look like these heathen like nations, man, but belonging through the seed line, all right, to their forefathers, all right, to Israel, man, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Unto you, we say shalom. May this lesson be
Shalom.
edifying, man. More or less, we just wanted to get a couple things out there, a couple, modern events and some scriptures to boot, man. Any of you brothers got anything to go ahead and start, or y'all want me to just roll into what I had?
Um, I could give you. I just got like a testimony and an article if you want it.
Con, yeah, go ahead and get to that before I start rattling
All
off
right,
some
just
things. You make sure everybody can hear us
speaking.
real quick.
Yeah, go check the. Let's see.
Oh yeah, we good.
JTV. I'm just trying to pull up this article real quick. Just bear with me. Over the over the fourth. I know some of y'all brothers who was paying attention to the group chat. You know, y'all already know what I'm about to speak on, but I just want to speak on just what's going on, like just in Babylon. You know, as all this other stuff goes on worldwide, like I already know, people having issues in their hometowns, man. Um, Shootings and just violence, whatever it may be. But this one was kind of a big deal here. Hold on, Slack. Here where we at, because I kind of already foresee. You know, there'll be some marches. There'll be
Oh, you
some
talking about
mayhem
that?
in
What I
the.
sent you with the homie that got popped?
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew about it. I knew about it before. I just looked into it a little bit, but let me see if I can find this article. I'm just trying to pull up the article because they revised it because witnesses started pouring in. Basically, I'm just to short it down before I read the article. Um, the concept of the story basically goes, Jake went downtown
He was
Colorado
partying.
Springs, right? And you know a lot about that. You work down there. You was in the clubs, so you know what's going down.
Yeah, I bounced
Bro
down
was
there
at
for a while.
bro was at Mansion.
I know that, bro. I
Lee,
know the parking lot he got shot at because that's where I park when
I
I go there.
I I know where bro died at. We all know where bro died at because we've camped there before, right
Yup,
there on the corner. Um, right there on the corner of Pikes Peak and Nevada
Tejon.
and Tejon. Yeah, South Tejon and Pikes Peak. We've camped right there before. Right there at the bank, and that's right around the area where Buddy got popped. But so they basically put it at first like it was some type of nuisance, like the streets are shut down type of shit. But here we go. So I'm gonna read the. Hopefully they have the revised version on here. They put out an article early this morning about this particular situation in our neck of the woods. I just wanted to read it if I can find it. I'm trying to like pull it
Oh
up,
yeah,
but
how
they
they
want
tried
to
to
show
say
the
that,
video.
how they tried to say he was reaching for some
Yeah.
when
There's
eyewitnesses are
obviously
saying he was running away with his back turned to the officer.
well, no eyewitnesses are saying that bro took 3 steps and got shot in the back 3 times, not once, like the
Mm-hmm.
officers are saying. And the officers are saying they got the gun, which is also sketchy. But I mean, listen, I'm gonna just put it like this: you got two different stories that have taken place. This was the first story. I'm gonna let this Edomite chick speak if y'all can hear her.
Con.
and y'all can't hear shit she's saying. Where's the audio on this thing, man? It's for some reason it's not playing because maybe it should all be in my ear. Maybe it should not be in my ear. I can't pull up the article though. Where is this damn article?
Turn
Send it
on
to me. I'll
closed
be able to pull it
captions.
up.
You can read her sentences.
I already sent it to you, Yada. I believe if you could pull it up. But basically, man, you know, just in general, just in case the brother can't find the article, this is the story, man. And I'm just telling people this, you know, you get one story from the street and you get one story from 12, okay? 12 story is they got a report that there was a guy downtown brandishing a weapon, okay? Brandishing a firearm is what the report says.
Basically saying they was trying to say that he was waving it around.
They was trying to say, yeah, he was flexing his gun. That's what they trying to say. Now, regardless of whether that's true or not, let me tell you the next part, because this is where it gets interesting. Instead of going downtown to investigate, they decided to use that illegal camera system that they decided to put in downtown.
Yeah, that future shit, bro. That
CCTV shit. That's
no,
the same shit.
It's like that golden eye, that eagle eye shit, man.
Yeah, it's like eagle eye. Yeah, they know what you own.
Cameras connected.
Yeah, they taking facial recognition.
Yeah, that total recall shit going on. You know.
Right. So they decided to use that new camera system that they in placed, and they tried to make this. They tried to make this seem like, you know, like, oh, this is a good thing. Like the new camera system actually caught this guy. Like this is a good, bro. They trying to push it on the people. Like this is a good thing that happened. And in reality, they murdered a nigga in cold blood and got caught murdering a nigga in cold blood.
System.
Right, while using an illegal system. That's what really happened. You know what I'm saying? They shot this man down, and from what witnesses say, from that was standing 3 feet from the incident, right? And they're not really putting this man on the news.
There's a 15-minute video of another Jake basically cussing out the officer like, yo, y'all letting this motherfucker walk around with a gun like he ain't just shoot buddy.
Right. Like he just didn't just murder this man.
We all saw him.
All right. So you got, it's not just one. There was one witness that came forth and really said some real shit. All right. And he blasted the news channels out here, like the local news channels, and they had to address it. They had to address it. The reason why was that witnesses' reports was blasting it, I should say, blasting it, that they was lying, that both news channels was lying, and that what CSPD, and I'm not a hater, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of them guys. I ain't gonna sit here and try to act like I interacted with some of them cats before or rubbed elbows with some of them. You know, they are, you know, as people, whatever. But hey, you part of a brotherhood or you patty wagging niggas, man. You patty wagging niggas. At the end of the day, we may fuck with you, we may know you in our other lives, but when we come here, nigga, you patty wagging niggas, man. And at the end of the, man, they murdered that man, bro. The witnesses from all across the city talking about bro turned and took 3 steps and got shot in the back 3 times. The story that was told online, if anybody can pull up that article.
I didn't go stunt. I had a brush with them individuals, and I didn't take no steps, and I didn't turn my back, and I faced them in the front, and there was about 7 cops, and I told the officer who put her hand on her weapon, you know, bitch, you want to shoot me? I see it in your face. Look at you.
Hey man,
you know, but they want to shoot.
I'm just telling you,
they want
your
local
spirit. Your local laws, you know, if you of that spirit, because your local law enforcement, you know, your local reserves, your local whatever, like, brother, they done lost their motherfucking mind. At least the ones who are with the shit that's going on, man. Policing the American people. I know y'all seen what was going on in Cali a couple weeks ago, man. Mm-hmm. What's still going on in Cali? All right. You got a completely man. Trump got a SS type army running around doing his bidding, man. You know what I'm saying? This is America. This is America. This nigga got a SS type army, a special police force, a special a reserve army, strictly unto himself, who's doing his bidding, man. And I ain't gonna even necessarily say it's his bidding, you know. But this is the bidding of Edom, man. This is the bidding of the enemy, bro. Regardless, and they all in cahoots, man. All right, we on the verge of so many conflicts that where do we go from here, right? Where does Jacob go from here? Straight into Jacob's trouble. You are in the midst, man. The Northern Kingdom is getting rounded up and taking on death flights, man. And if we got to show the proof in the video, we can pull it up. I'll pull it up. But at the same time, like, what is going on? And you still got Jakes that'll ride and die for this system. But go ahead, y'all.
That would rather war on you, man, than
man, be mad
at that age, man. We at the end of an age, man. We at the end of Esau's rulership, man. So we're about to see,
like, which is making them act crazy.
Come to a head, man.
It's making them act crazy. I ain't never seen. Hey, man, you know, even being a child, man, you see Esau, you know, they always seem like they got everything figured out. They good. They got everything worked out. Everything's solid. You know, even when it may all be going crazy in the background, they're just going to go murder a couple niggas and it'll be good. But, like, this is different. This is different. But go ahead.
Hold on.
You got to move back. You got to move Ock back in. You go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was trying to see if I could share my screen, but I don't think.
I was going to say this. Can I make this point real quick, Baba Kasha?
Yeah.
Shalom,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Ock.
All right, yeah. So just to land back off of Mac's first point, Brother Maccabee's first point, with Jake getting popped in Colorado Springs. Just 2-3 weeks ago, you had a Jake that was found hanged on a tree over at Del Mar Park in Aurora, Colorado, and they're saying he
didn't even make the news. Didn't even make the news. He unalived himself.
It made Facebook.
Yeah, see, but that's crazy that you will find more truth on social media, because that's what it took for. And I'm just telling you, man. I'm not trying to be no hater, man. You know, I watched the local news for a long time. You know, just to know what's up. Always knowing that they.
It's just, you know.
It's just the real. This is just the real. Like, man, they blow past real news, man. They just want to talk about like little bitty. Look, bro.
They know exactly who writes the checks off and what their narratives are when they walk into the building with their eyes on, man.
On some Anchorman, Anchorman, bro.
With it too.
I've been around that. Like, hey, we don't have to have that conversation. Like, I see you. I see what you be doing. Like, that's what they be on. They have to push a narrative. And it's a lot of money. You gonna make 6 figures a year pushing a narrative.
Just hit this precept real quick. This is Proverbs 1:20, man. And it says, "Wisdom crieth out, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And ye fools hate knowledge," man.
Right. And how long, man? Like, how long? I mean, and we've been over this, but how long
it's exhausting.
Does it have to take
truly
for you people to finally just and you know what though? But that's why it's meant for so many of you to perish. You know, and when I think about the two, when I'm and I want everybody to kind of like take this in, you know, when you talk about 2/3 of Israel being perished, that doesn't even amount to how much death is going to occur to the other nations in Babylon, bro. What do you think the Most High is going to do to them?
That's in Babylon is dead, bro.
Right.
If you're not of the stock, you know, so to speak.
I'm like, yo, like,
man,
I'm not trying to.
Bro, you're gonna be wiped off the face of this earth.
Yeah,
man.
I'm not trying to like pass off like, oh, like man, 2/3 is a massive number of a people. Especially,
6.6.
Explains us as
man,
man.
ex- which is the truth. But when you look at these other nations, how many of them, how many, man, and I ain't trying to get our video banned. I was gonna say some crazy shit. But how many of them other nations do you see prophesying and crying about anything? They having a good time.
They're set upon
They
their leaves or their watch. if
they
you will.
they right. They enjoying themselves right now. This
Hey,
this is the height of their kingdom to them. Oh, we having some problems right now, but we good. Like let's party.
Oh, they think
Party
that,
rocking on
that
them.
orange man is their savior, man. But guess what, man? There's one savior of men, man, and his name is Yahweh Shai, man, and he's gonna come back not as a man, you know. And don't get me wrong, these Magna dudes, bro, they gonna stir up some trouble, bro. They're gonna kick this thing off. They're gonna kill a lot of jakes. But at the end of the day, you know that that the
Pull
Lord
up
is coming back, man, and he's not gonna plead for his people with words,
pull
man.
up
He's about to have that
pull up
fire
other
come pass.
hey pull up the wine press. You know what I'm saying? Pull up the wine press. Con, bro. Pull it up. Somebody. But no, to your point, like what you said, man, like man, Babylon is about to we going through it. Financially, culturally, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody getting along. You got divisions everywhere. You got wealth divisions. You got race divisions. You got divisions on politics.
Call on me, but you know, shot. Fat
I
ass
hope that
lightning
was
strike just hit out the window.
I hope that was lightning, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, somebody taking
Jacob.
the feds taking pictures. Oh yeah, there it is.
You hear
There
that?
it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's called
yeah.
it's called infamous Jacob's trouble, but guess what? It's also Esau Edom trouble, 2/3 trouble, fucking Moab trouble,
Con.
Ammon trouble, and Ham
Con.
trouble.
Hey man, everybody in trouble, man. I mean, it ain't just us.
Trouble. You know what I'm saying?
You got so many Edomites and really just like other heathens, man, in straight issues right now, bro. They complain about not being able to find housing. They complain about not being able to find jobs. Okay. Now they put an essay, now they put let me use it right, now they putting so-called Hispanics, the Northern Kingdom, on death flights to get them out of the way. But who's refilling them jobs? Nobody. Them Edomites is not going to the strawberry fields to pick strawberries. Them Edomites is not going to the blueberry tree or to the blueberry patch to pick blueberries. Them Edomites is not going to the apple tree to pluck apples. So who's doing it? And what's happening to the food right now? Right? We supposed to be in peak summer season, right? Everybody's supposed to be eating good watermelons, melons, apples, fruit. This is the month. This is the time to get that done, right? The harvest is right. What's gonna happen next year though? Ain't nobody here to do it. What's gonna happen next year? What's it gonna be like next summer?
And that's if we make it there, man.
And yeah, on God, we and that's what they talking about. America may not have enough food to make it through Christmas.
And hey, bro.
At least for the current amount of people who live here, which is crazy work.
Society falls fast when there's no food, no water.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
When there's more,
I'm just trying to. It's lucky, man. I know it's a lot of yapping going on, but we just trying to get a lot out because it's a whole lot going on. So we trying to touch on a little bit of everything. Go ahead, bro.
God, did you have something to say to Baki?
Yeah, one more thing. And now, I think a few days ago, you had ICE run up over there in Little Haiti, aka Flatbush, Brooklyn, that's the tribe of Levi, and they outnumber the fuck out of those Edomites. They have another thing coming if they're fucking with Levi. I'm just saying.
Hey, and Khan, that's a big one. Shalom, that's a big one, bro, because that just proves that Esau found a way to put their hands on Jake, on all of Jake, on the
Yep.
northern and southern kingdom,
Yep.
which is what we've been waiting for in all reality for a long time. You know, and I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all, man. It's gonna be a lot of shit y'all see on TV, television, headlines, newspapers that just make you raw, man. Tight, angry, upset. You know, a lot. It's gonna be a lot of that Emmett Till type shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
I can't
Um,
believe.
Yeah,
I
the
can't
only
believe
thing
we're going back
that's
to these
different this
days.
time, man,
What?
is Jake is well equipped, man. There's gonna be a lot of peckerwoods that find themselves on the wrong side of town
That's
as well.
that's the difference. Is that when Jake finally has it, and Judah and the Northern Kingdom put their hands on you, which I'm not speaking about the elect. I'm talking about them 2/3 niggas, because it's gonna be them,
The meat
which is
shields.
what they don't understand. Yeah, like it's a lot of meat
Your
shields,
everyday
bro.
scoffing nigga, man. All right, your
It's a
scoffing.
lot of meat shields, and the Most High is willing to dedicate 2/3 of them meat shields to kill you, to act wild, to bug out, to crash out, to murk out, to do whatever you want to call it. The 2/3, that's what they here
coming
for. They
together
here
as
to
a
be the
tribe,
meat
man.
shields.
So
Yeah,
one more thing.
and it's happening, Salaki. It's happening. Yeah,
one
go
more
ahead.
thing, Baba Kashan. The Elder Malcolm. I was watching his video before the camp today, and he had a nice
Con.
video on his critical thinking. Is that his other page? I forgot what it's
Critical
called.
theory page. Okay.
Yeah, critical.
Yeah,
theory
the critical
page.
theory. Yeah, I
And
saved that so I can watch it right when we done.
gosh,
That's spirit.
that's so excellent, man. He goes into how the hammer of the earth has been released, and the way he said it was scary as hell, bro. Pursuing the book of
But
Revelation.
it had, bro. Look at what's going on. Look at what's going on, Salaki.
We're in the
Salaki.
time. We're in the time of war and death, man. All right, you gotta understand, man. There's a time and a place for everything, man. The time of peaceful consuming here in America is coming to an end, man, and we're coming into
Hey,
very dangerous times.
Hey, let me read this real quick. All right, and this is just out of the book of Esau Edom. Okay, or who is Esau Edom? It's written by Charles Weinstein, who is a so-called small hatter. All right, so telling on themselves, right? Telling on themselves with the idea that Jacob would never have the ability to read, write,
Purchase.
or do anything. That's the part people don't understand. They'd be like, "Okay, nigga, that's a book.
Man,
Okay, do you understand that not everybody was supposed to read?"
You know what
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're supposed to have wages to buy a book. So to read this is incriminating. I'm gonna do it. Okay, this is out of the introduction. Out of the introduction. This is even before you get into the book. All right, I just want to read this. This material presents the strong meat of God's word. Okay, why did Esau say that this was the strong meat? Okay, as we speak in the same terms,
that shit hard for them to you know, as the scripture says, man, it could be.
It's hard for you to,
milk, you know. It's hard. It's harder to chew meat than it is.
It's harder to chew meat than it. Exactly. So we give you milk. A lot of times we give you milk, but understanding the racial concept of the scriptures is for meat. That's a meat thing. Like you won't understand if you can't digest meat. We can kill you with milk.
History, if you don't know the goings and
right
stayings of the nations, if you don't understand that rivers and mountains represent kingdoms and governments, there's gonna be things that don't make sense to you, man.
So let me read this real quick. And will one of you brothers, preferably not Debaki, because I know you holding something, grab Hebrews 5:12 through 14. All right, because you're gonna need to hit that. All right. I'm gonna start at the part I got highlighted. This material presents the strong meat of Yahweh's word. All right. I'm not gonna use the G, because we're talking about the Lord now. All right. Which is intended to edify and nourish strong Christians, right? Which you can only be a Christian if you of the stock or the lineage of a Negro, Latino, or Native American. Okay.
Basically saying
otherwise
Christian is a byword, just like being
Christian
called
is a byword. Exactly. It's the same as being
thing.
called a nigga or anything else. All right. And then somebody hit Hebrews. Whoever has that 5 and 12, please. Baba
This
Kasha.
is Hebrews 5 and 12, and it says, "For when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become
Mm.
such have need of milk and not of strong meat."
Hey,
Basically
read
saying,
the.
for when you come into this thing of ours, a baby, all right, a new
Hey,
babe,
go
'cause
back. Go
that's what
back
you
and
have
read that
become.
first part again too, though. Yeah, like you a baby. If
Come on,
you
let me finish breaking that
once
down
you
to you.
understand remotely any understanding of the beginnings of the racial understanding in Babylon, it's over with. Like you've been mold like it, if you can't handle that, this is really for you, Edomite. If you can't handle that, go on, get out of here. This is not for you. And to be
Let me
real,
hit it again and then break
e-
it down. And it says, "For
every
when the
yeah, you
time
good.
ye ought to be teachers, ye had need that one teach you again, which be first the principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become such as have need of milk and of not strong meat."
What
All
are
right.
those? What are those oracles, man? Look up in the sky. Look up in the sky. It's oracles all night, every night, all night, every night. I seen at least 10 chariots last night. Didn't even plan to. Just went out, looked up in the sky, and seen about 10 of them.
God.
10 of them.
And then really what it's speaking on too is when you first come into this thing, man, you don't have no understanding, man. Just like when a babe comes into the world, you don't have the jaw, you don't have the ability to digest or break down food, man. All right. So
Right.
when you learning, when you getting into this thing, you learn off the milk scriptures, man, being those basic scriptures, those quick picker ups,
So so
those
the
building
the
blocks, so to speak,
so
so
Khan.
that you
So
can
the notion the
eventually go to
notion
digest the meat, man.
Con.
So
So the notion of what I read, to be totally fair and honest, is this is for deep niggas. This is for niggas who know more than they should, or knows or actually know the scripture. It's not for everybody. That's what
continuing
this
on,
intention
Hebrews
reads. Yeah. And
5
then
and 13,
oh
and it
my bad.
says,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
"For
Go to
everyone that
14.
uses milk is unskillful in the word of
Mm,
righteousness, for he is a babe."
mm,
In literal speak,
right.
man. All right,
So those
continuing on.
breakdowns, Jeremiah chapter 17, uh uh what's one that's coming to mind? Just them heavy ones, man. Them OG. I'm thinking of uh Salak. Which one? I'm thinking of the script in it's Jeremiah 53 and 33, Jeremiah 53:48. Like heavy. I'm talking about, man.
Con. But strong
Just
meat,
under.
this is Hebrews 5 and 14, but strong meat belongeth to them that are of full
That's
age,
probably
even
milk
those who
when
be
I think about
reasoned
it, but
of use have their sense exercised to discern both good and evil, man. All right, so this is concerning those who understand the meat of the scriptures, man. And it speaks on a lot of the prophecy of Genesis, the 24th chapter, on Jacob and Esau, and basically Esau throughout that entirety of that book falls upon the sword of his own tongue, man. And,
being
and it is
evil,
beautiful that this thing has come to pass in this time and age, because this is the end of their era, man.
the
This
end
is
of
the end of the world, man. All right, that Chicken Little shit. This the end of the world as we know it. You know,
yeah,
that's what's going on
yeah.
right now
That
in
isn't
real
that. I
time.
think that ain't that a Johnny Cash joint. I'm tripping.
Let me go ahead and grab this, man.
Regardless,
Y'all brothers precept off me if you have one.
hey,
Uh,
hold on, bro. After you're done, let me finish this little article, and then brothers can precept.
Go ahead, Ark.
okay. It seems
Oh
like
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
when I click on another app, it buffers really fast, so I can't even get no precepts. I
Oh
can't.
yeah. Are you using your phone, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you select, if you use your phone and you moving around on apps, like
Uh,
if you don't have another uh like another little device or whatever, it'd be a little harder. So, and don't worry about it. If you try to
uh,
move within your device, like it'll
uh,
be tripping.
Okay, I want to say
because
this.
it kicks me out every time I try to go look something
Yep.
up, share my screen. It kicked me out every time. So
That Hebrew
I just
verse
was
that
like, I'll use my Xbox.
that Hebrew verse that Yada just brought me to the precept when I think Yahweh Shah was talking to Nicodemus. I forgot who he was talking to, but he said, "How must the man be born again?" And then Yahweh Shah cut him with, with the scripture. But I forgot what he says. But y'all know
Right.
what I'm talking about. He had that dialogue.
Right, because these goofies, they think like, oh, I could just be boarding in and be better, or I could do this or that, or especially with
And they
heathens,
think they
man.
can go. They think they can go and do coke out of a fucking stripper's ass on Saturday and go to church on
Man,
Sunday
con, man. That's true
and think
too.
that means you a good. And that's the craziest. These people believe as devil worshippers, man. Do as thou will. All right.
They do too.
Listen. Let me explain something to you, people listening and learning. All right, you scoffers and brothers in the fold of alike, man. All right. The Most High requires obedience, man. Obedience in sacrificing that which that flesh wants for what is right to do, man. All right, that's the constant battle that we go through every single day,
Right,
man.
right.
And the more times that you can choose to do the right thing instead of bend down to the flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? The better off
Ain't
you'll be
nobody,
in this walk, man.
ain't
The
nobody
more that you
asking you
can
to be
say no to your
perfect,
flesh.
man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, there's not a brother in this fold that ain't failed 7 times or done something wrong in general.
But your ass better stand up 8. You know that's the thing.
That's all it is. Just
But
hey, man, come on, champ. You know, get up. Let's go,
you don't
champ.
mind if I start rattling off these I got a few brothers want to precept.
Let me finish this article real quick. I'll read it all the way through and then go with it. Um, it thus specifies intended for those who have an advanced stage of understanding of the racial perspective of the Bible. Right? In revealing the mysteries of scriptures surrounding Esau Edom, this book deals with the history, prophecy, enology, province, symbology, and eschatology. All right, which I'm not even sure what that means, but I'm gonna have to go look that word up, and I will, because I don't. That's the only one I don't know what means. What it means, Salakia, and it just basically, man. Let me go ahead and finish. This book traces the life and destiny of Esau and his descendants and the Edomites and their relationship to Jacob and Israel, to God, the historical and current events into the other race, plus their place in prophecy and judgment. A main goal of the material is to reveal Salaki, the plans and the ways of Yahweh regarding the role of Esau and their descendants in the world. Thus, this book may well provide the definitive answers to some in the world most perplexing question. All right, who is Esau Edom? Who? And if now is he not thou? That's the question. Who is Esau Edom? Who is the devil, man? Who is the devil that the Bible speaks of? The one that would be a bastard in Ashdod. Who's doing that in this current situation? And this book then already told you that would be the case. Who's doing that today? All these Edomite nations, man, and most disrespectfully, the nation of Israel. All right, the so-called Israelis. Whether there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like that's who's doing it, man. They pushing the world into World War III, and the rest of the modern world is letting them do it. Especially the Western world, they're like, go ahead, man. But look at the situation they in. They got to save the dollar. They trying to save the dollar. They trying to save the American dream. The American dream is dead. Babylon is dead. Your dreams is dead. Whatever you thought you was gonna do in Babylon, most likely ain't gonna do. You just putting pennies. You just putting pennies in a bag that's gonna fall. The pennies gonna fall the fuck out the bag. That's all. There's a hole in that bag, and your ass dragging around a big ass case of pennies falling out. You trying to run around, pick up your money, and Jake run around grabbing up your shit. And so is the rest of the nations. That's the situation we stuck in.
Oh, Yada Baba Kachak. One more thing.
Con, go ahead.
And then, mind you, this is one of the most deadest 4th of Julys I've ever had in my life. Okay? Nobody's fucking talking about it. Ain't shit going on. Trump is in a state of, he's deluded. Yahweh Bashar deluded that motherfucker's mind because he thinks everything is fucking black and white or red, white, and blue in America. That's not the case right now. And then secondly, this is the 250th birthday of Babylon the Great, nigga. And statistically speaking, all great empires only lasted for 250 years.
That's right. And we bowed out that at that time, man. You know, where the piper is coming to pay, so to speak, man. Or, you know, the Lord is about to make these motherfuckers pay that bill that is owed, man. They've sat at the most expensive restaurant, ordered the entire menu, and have wiped their faces clean like a woman and said, "I have done no wickedness, man." And there comes an end for that. There comes a reproach for what they have done, man. An end.
Hey,
and it is an end of an age, man. Let me hurry up and grab this because this is what the whole entire title's based off of. This is 2nd Ezra 6-9, and it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth," man. And that's currently what we're experiencing, man. We're entering into the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. All right, and what does that bring about, man? Jacob's trouble brings about the fall of Babylon, which brings about the end of the world. World meaning going back to Ion Age, time period, a moment of time that they have had to rule the earth, man, which was given unto them, blessed unto them by Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, man, so that they could punish Jake for what we done, man. Let's not forget Deuteronomy. Look, we're here in America suffering because of what we have done, man. All right,
didn't you
get that
so like, I don't mean to butt in, but didn't you say the other day we was just talking, and you know, spiritual conversation came up, and didn't you say they so wroth about the birthright that look what they doing?
Yeah.
That they so wroth about the birthright that Ak was like, man, this is what he said. This is what he said to me. I'm just gonna spit this out. He was like, they so, you know, bent about that birthright that they really throwing Northern Kingdom brothers out of planes. If you look Northern Kingdom, you might get tossed out of plane, bro. You got a ponytail. I don't, man. Whatever it may be, I don't know, man. I don't know what made them.
Oh,
whatever.
Now Issachar's chasing Esau out of Mexico. They're pissed because in the 5 years they've lived there, apparently fucking rent prices have went up and gentrification has destroyed their livelihoods. And Matt, nigga, yeah,
bro, look who their president is. I ain't trying to say nothing.
We're dealing with a vagabond. All right.
Yeah, look who their president is. Yeah, they president is small hatter.
And man, we can't be surprised.
And a woman. I'm not trying to talk about, but hey,
you know, behaves as if he's a devil, man. The difference is they thought nobody saw them.
They thought nobody saw them. Yeah, that was the reality. They thought nobody saw them
when they're not being seen. Even in my,
they thought nobody saw them.
I failed myself when I'm not being, but things are seen, man. Yahweh Shah's got eyes as bright as 10,000 suns. Yeah. So when these wickedness starts coming to light, man. All right, when these things get brought up. And all of a sudden,
and they wanted to be mad at Diddy.
On a world stage, the American people supposed to be the iron fists of the world, the protectors of the world, the leaders of the free world. Looks like the biggest giant asshole, biggest wicked motherfucking P. Diddy, George Osteen.
Right. Epstein he was like, look at Diddy. Don't look at me. Look at Diddy.
And it all comes with distractions, this, that, the next thing. But the people who are running the world are in regards to the NATO-like countries, all right, and countries in NATO. And let me get this. Russia's a devil too, but at least Putin is a, you know, I wouldn't call him an honorable man because he is he is a goddamn Edomite. But the Western world are the biggest like bitch made Edomites. You know, excuse my French, pardon my disagreeables, but they the biggest fucking pussy nations on the planet, man.
Yes.
All right, they don't got no backbone. They not about shit. Your average American couldn't walk up a flight of stairs without getting fucking tired, and these motherfuckers run their mouth like they really like that, like they really want to throw hands with these other major players in the world, man. When shit starts really blowing up in America, you're not about to see a bunch of strong men run to their gats. You're about to see a bunch of people kill themselves, off
bunch of
themselves,
pussies.
before the fighting even begins.
And it's gonna be many of you black helmets too who think you tough. I ain't gonna lie, like,
All right,
it's gonna be a lot of that
heavy what
going
you just
on.
said, Ock, no cap. Just
so
land
let
back
me
off.
just hit that
Hey,
scripture.
but it just it hits different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Like, it just is. Like, man, it's hard to do this. It ain't. Come on,
So
man.
for Esau is the end of the world, the end of the ion, the end of the age. The 250 years has reached. All right, the Lord is about to, you real touchable, like that one song. I just touch your shoulder, so I know that He is touchable. You touchable, my friend. All right, and the Lord about to turn you to a hushable. You know what I'm saying? And Jacob
It's
is
just
the
gonna be.
beginning of it that
It's
follows.
gonna be
Man.
that way.
Look, the Lord's kingdom, He kept heaven
there's-
on earth, man.
There's
Heaven
a reason.
established on earth.
Hey, man, no
And it's coming.
weapons
You know what
formed
I'm
against
saying?
these shall
And it's
prosper,
coming.
as the scriptures speak.
And every Edomite, man, I hope you go to sleep scared, man, knowing that the boogeyman he's coming, boy.
That's
He
that.
on your ass, man.
Like
Death
flood.
follows you like a crow, like a vulture.
That flood
You
that
hear
wiped
me?
away all those Edomite Christians, little schoolgirls. At least 69 people are dead, and the numbers are rising.
Hey, remember when because we watched those historical dramas, man. I was watching Vikings the other day, and something stuck with me, man. And it was the scene when Ragnar Blood Eagles that dude, man. And the seer comes to the man in his bed and he tells him there's a eagle that hovers over you, man. And that's what hovers over this kingdom, man. Death hangs over this kingdom like a predator, man. All right, and America's gonna catch it, man. Whether you want to be raw for this place, whether if you are adverse to you don't give a fuck, whether you care a whole lot or don't care at all, man. Babylon will be destroyed, man. Thus saith Yahweh, thus saith the scriptures, man. And if you don't understand that, then you don't read your Bible.
Battle lines are being drawn in the sand.
Can someone grab me
whether you
2 Timothy 3:1, Bubble
Oh, go ahead, brother. But
no,
Salak, I was just saying, no, you good. I was just saying, man, like battle lines being drawn in the sand, man. Like, whether you want one side or the other, or you feeling this way, you feeling that way, like, man, the Most High told you what it was. Like, there ain't no side. There ain't no side. It's them and us. It's them and us. That's it. It's them and us. Only one of us is making it out of this conflict.
Somebody got that 2 Timothy 3:1, Bubble Kashaw? Can you pull that up?
Salak, you said what you need, bro?
2 Timothy 3:1.
Let me pull that up for you. I can pull it
And
up
while he gets that, I'm just laughing, bro, because I'm in a joyous spirit to see my enemies go down. This shit is all funny to me. It's frightening and scary, yes, but it's also entertaining and funny.
I mean, look, man.
You said second Timothy. What'd you ask for again?
It's a time, man. It's 2 Timothy's, brother. Chapter 3, start at verse 1, Baba Kasha. The Baki, you got your script on you, Ak?
3-1. You just want 3-1. No, I have mine.
No,
I just have the blue letter right in front of me, so I pulled it up.
No, I was just figuring out who could precept.
That's all good.
I'll grab Luke. Go ahead and hit that real quick. I can break it down, Bubba Kashaw. Read till about 4, if you would.
This is 2 Tim's. All right, 2 Timothy's 3 and 1. All right, and it starts with this. Know also, Salaki. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men,
perilous, man.
Men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy.
Con.
Man,
So
that
so
sounds like all
basically,
the
man,
little YNs I know.
Most High is saying is that
That sounds like every
perilous,
YN I know.
perilous breaks down to
Salakia.
very risky and very dangerous, man. So let me
Sure.
explain to you the times that we living in, man. We living in the times where if you put your back to the police, they may fire 3 shots into your back.
That's
We
really
live
what
in a
it
time where
is.
you may
Trying
die
to walk away from
in
them.
crossfire.
They might
We
kill
live in a
you.
time where it's dangerous to go to the corner store, man. These are the times of America that we living in, man. There's deaths, murders, and it's the easiest time that there's been in history to kill another man. It don't take
That's
nothing
true.
but a squeeze of a finger to kill another man. All right, so the world
That's
has
true.
changed. The world is different. All right, perilous times. And shall one convectuousness, boasted, proud, blasphemous, these niggas will say whatever, man. I'm him. Who's him, man? Who they saying? What they really saying? I'm God. I'm that nigga. You ain't shit,
Right.
boy.
I could kill
You a
you. I
worm.
could kill
You're a
your
worm. Let
brothers.
me understand what the
I could,
Lord think of you, nigga. You a worm.
right.
A helpless little boy.
But look how they act. Okay, nigga, well, then I'm gonna lash out and be crazy.
Unworthy of grace, unworthy of redemption.
Let me
And
go
in
ahead
this
and read on
walk of ours,
the
in this truth
four.
of ours, what do we seek, man?
Oh,
What do we seek through faith and works, man?
salvation.
Salvation, redemption, and grace. These little niggas ain't got they ain't got a hope, bro.
Let me read through this. This is same chapter. And still in Second Tim's. You know, chapter 3. If you lost in the sauce, I'm at verse 3, and it reads, "With natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce despisers of those that are good, traitors, heedy, high-minded, lovers of pleasure, more than lovers of Yahweh."
Basically saying them niggas will do anything to please their own flesh, but they won't lift a finger for Yahweh, man. They'll go rob, steal, kill, stay up all night to bullshit. But when it comes to putting their minds, their efforts, their works into something that's not gonna just benefit them and their spirit, but benefit your brother, teach somebody, help a brother up, you know, give a brother $1 if he's down, share, make a meal for it, do something good for your people, man. These niggas don't have it in them. They got it in them to go kill another man. They got it in them to go fuck another man's wife. They got it in them to go spark up with the boys. They got it in them to go put a ski mask on and go rob a fucking gas station worker that's got a family to feed. They gangstered in, but when it comes to standing on business for the Lord, your people, your heritage, your history, your timeline, your salvation,
Where you at?
Where you
Where
at?
you at? Or what do you say? You know,
Make it make sense,
where
man.
where are your works? I can't even count how many niggas done approached us on the street like Jake's. You know,
Make it make
and
sense.
we ain't gonna
man.
get on Jake. We ain't gonna get on Jake for too long because we on Esau ass. But Jake, man, they be just as bad sometimes when they come up, man.
Oh no, but you know, Jake, you ain't gonna be surprised when death comes to you because you heard it, man. And just like the brothers on your page, Debakia, that was talking that shit to you, bro. Them same niggas gonna be missile food, bro. So when they see you in the kingdom, what they gonna say? Them same individuals that think that shit is funny, shit is sweet, while they on their iPhones, bro.
Yep.
The Lord gonna come like a thief in the night, man.
Yeah,
He's not gonna come while you sitting there in the window with your AK, waiting to blow some shit up, man. He gonna come while you sleeping like a baby.
Ooh,
slump, sleep.
Niggas are fucking corny. They're corny with that scoffing shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I really don't have time for it these days, and ultimately, I've been throwing up a lot of curses as well. Jake's
but honestly,
get it.
It's needed, Doc. You see, and you understand why it's needed is because look, there's only a few spots, man. So even just like how Pharaoh's heart hardened, man, and he didn't let us go. The same could be said for a lot of these Jakes in this truth, man. I know a lot of individuals personally who know that this is the right information, but would never take the correct steps to put themselves in a situation to win off of that, if that makes sense. Or they know this is the right information, but they the sideline cheerleaders that I hope you succeed, but I'm not going to offer any kind of beneficial effects to you or your purpose or your works or your doings. I'm just going to watch you.
I agree with everything you say, but I'm going to stand over here.
And that's cool. But when you have your conversation with the Lord, I'm not gonna say I sat by and watched. That's what you're gonna have to say, and you're gonna have to live with the consequences that come with that. But for the other individuals who got something to say, hey man, deaf to y'all, man. Will someone grab Micah 3 and 2? The brother Zara put that in the studio chat.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
sir.
Malachi.
Oh shit, I'm slocky. Malachi 3 and 2. I'm holding Luke 19 and 42 while we grab that one.
He
I'll
said
just
he
go ahead.
wanted three. He wanted what? 3 and 4? I thought he said
Micah
3 and
3
2.
and
3 and
2.
2.
Let me
I
hit
got
this
it. I
while
got
you,
it. I got it.
okay, go ahead and hit that. I'll hit this after. Come.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me pull this all the way up. So I get this is Malachi 3 and 2, and it reads, "But who may abide the day of his coming?
That's
All right,
right.
and who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire,
And abide,
like a
man,
fuller's
basically breaks
soap."
down to acceptability or able to act or to be able to tolerate. So who can tolerate? Who can tolerate the coming of the Lord? Is basically what it's saying.
Well, there's a difference between when you buy that regular armor and when you buy that fine armor. I'm
That's
just
right.
saying. You don't play the games. You niggas know what I mean. And if you don't, you stupid. And I ain't gonna explain it no further.
That'd be
That
too
shit
late.
is
Yeah, fourth
disrespectful.
quarter, not
And
the first.
stop disrespecting my intelligence. You niggas better figure it out. The fuck is that? There's a difference between, oh, I just got this armor over here, and then you go to the fine armorer, right? You get some armor from the dope armorer, from the armorer. Hey, and that's why the Most High said we got the armor of God, and these other niggas don't. Where could you get better armor,
Hey, basically, it's called plot armor, motherfucker. And
man?
those of us that are the hopeful elect, man, Lord willing, we be those men, that get picked up and saved. All right.
Niggas talking
If
about
and if you are one of those men, guess what, man? You Naruto, man. You got main character energy, man. You got
main
plot armor
character
for real.
energy,
You
plot
got plot
armor.
armor for real. Like as the other
You
niggas
ain't
fall
going
to your left,
nowhere,
and as the other niggas die on your
right?
right, man,
When
the
them side
Almighty
characters
Creator wrote
die,
you through the story, nigga, to the end. You heard me? And that's wavy, baby.
that
All
is
Hey,
right.
pretty wavy.
Jeremiah. Jeremiah said. Jeremiah said he's seen men crying like they're giving birth in these last days. Okay, that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah. How much worse too
Cheers.
for a nigga that was told this information, man, and threw it away to the wayside like it was nothing, that casted it off like it was not a pearl to keep. You know what I'm saying? This is Luke
Hey, as you
19 and
said that,
43.
hold on 1 second. Let me read a little bit more out of this book real quick. All right, just because as you said that, let me read to you about some shit about Esau, right? All right, just listen. Esau was firstborn of Isaac, and thus um, was the heir to the birthright derived from direct racial lineage of Adam to Noah to Abraham. Because we trying to talk about why they pissed off, right? Why they want to just kill everybody all of a sudden. Most especially, I should say, the elect of Israel, the people that do not belong to. Okay,
And
and
at the
then
same, they want to put their hand on their leg, but at the same time, they really terrified, man. They so fucking scared right now.
which is
They so
obvious.
fucking scared
Let me get this.
because they know
Thus
that what they
Esau
do is a rap.
God. Thus Esau was racially an Adamite. Now, as this book said, how many of you know what an Adamite is? And don't I'm this is not for me to be a dickhead, but like how it said you needed to be deep, that's deep. If you don't know what an Adamite is, like that's deep. You gotta go deep. You gotta be able to chew meat to understand. And that was an Edomite who said that, which means that they understand this, right? How could they not? Oh, my phone.
It didn't die, it just flipped. Oh, maybe it did die. That's cool. I will continue on, man. This is Luke 14 or 19 and 43. And it says, "For the day shall come unto thee that thy enemy shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, or compass thee round, and keep thee on every side, man. And that the time is coming for that, man. All right. The Lord said, "Ye shall be scarcely saved," man. So as an individual who's looking for salvation in this thing, one has to understand that salvation doesn't come just like a handout of a lollipop, man. Salvation comes with great endurance, man. Salvation comes with thy faith being tested, man. All right. Scarcely shall thou be saved, man. And our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. We are individuals who for the most part all deserve death, man. All right. So expecting some kind of expedient salvation is not what's really gonna happen, man. We're gonna get saved out the grit and the grime,
Yep,
out the
that, and then
mud,
that
so to
word,
speak. You know what I'm
that word
saying?
scarcely, it goes into like it goes into like basically being saved at the thick of time or just right before some evil is about
Yeah,
to
like
happen.
basically as the axe is about to cut your head off, man. As the bullet's about to pierce
Yep,
your brain, man.
that's what I
As
was thinking, man. We're gonna,
as your last hopes, you know, for salvation are kind of fleeting you and leaving you, then shall the Most High pull you out the fire, man, because thou good servant. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Look,
And that's
Esau
the kind
Edom
of
is
faith you got to have to the end of this thing, man.
Esau Edom is wicked and diabolical. Folks forget that he put out 5, I think 6 Saw movies. Okay, it's not gonna be easy. He's gonna torture the elect. He's gonna try to torture us.
Oh, bro, we will, you know, hey, man, is the servant greater than the master?
La,
You know, what happened to Yahweh Shai, man? Are we to count ourselves not willing to suffer the same things that he suffered, man? You know, and we should expect it. We should expect to be martyrs. You should expect to be hated and accounted to die for Yahweh Shai, man. Look at what
facts.
happened to the prophets of old. You know,
Yep, yep.
where you we tell individuals this when they come in, man. Look, this is blood in, blood out. This is not the type of movie. All right, this is not the type of gang where we are trying to ride off into the sunset at the end of the movie. You know, in a nice car with sad music playing. You know, with hopes of a part 2, man. This is the movie where me and all my soldiers stand at 10 at the end of it and we die, and the movie was so good, you know what I'm saying? There could never be a part 2. That's the type of movie I'm interested in. You know,
Yeah.
13 Warriors type shit. And if you know, you know.
Yeah. And then
You
what
know.
else? Man, like Esau, he's really about to go full. Oh, Revelation chapter 12. The devil shall come down with great wrath because he knoweth that he have a short time. That's what
That's
we're
right.
living in.
That's right. I'm gonna grab Acts chapter 17. I'm gonna start at verse 30. And it says, "And the time this ignorance Yahweh winked at, now commandeth all men where to repent," man. And that's why we do this, man. That's why brothers is coming on here week in, week out, making videos daily, edifying individuals to this thing of ours, because we are called to call men to repent, man. Fishers of men. All right. And the fishing is drying up. You understand? I want y'all to understand that the fishing of this world is drying up. All right. We have and soon those fishers, those same fishers, shall be turned to hunters, man, and we shall hunt them. All right, out of every hole, out of every place that they try to hide, the elect of the Most High will be given Superman like powers, where you get your X-Men's, where you get your Supermans, where you get your Spider-Mans, your dead these great characters that these
Yeah.
individuals have written into the fabric of our present reality in our entertainment.
Yeah.
Are based off of reality. You understand? And they're based
Yep.
off of the Most High's men, the unstoppable force that they will be, man.
Yeah, they put it in these movies because I believe another name for Superman is Ka'el or something along those lines, which means all power. It's a Hebrew word, so they know that these gifts and these superpowers are going to come to the elect. And let's
And they know
not
who
forget.
it come from. You know, they know who it
Yeah,
comes from, man.
That's why they will never make Superman a fucking Jake. But let's get to the nitty gritty. The Lord sent us these dreams for a reason, all right? And a lot of them were visions. Like, for example, I'll share this as a testimony. Several years back, I kept having dreams where I was flying, and I was literally flying over a gas station, looking at some fresh ass 2/3, about to put them to fucking death.
Oh yeah, man. I can attest, man. I've heard the elders say it, and I've felt it in my heart more than a couple times, where they have said, basically, I'd hop over a lot of Edomites, man, to get to certain wicked Jakes.
Wow.
In my own walk that I've seen, you know, there's a couple of them that I would, you know, that have pushed my limits of you know, my sanity enough to where I would legit hop over killing some of you Edomites, man, to get at some of you wicked ass Jakes, you know, because you really you should know better, man. Especially in this point in time where we're at, man. You choose to be just a little, you know, hood rat retard baby boy, UDSD, you know, nigga, branded nigga, you know, so to speak, niggard, whatever you want to call it, then hey man, death to you, man. You chose that shit. You know, we live in a day and age of the information age, man, where these things are so reachable. The information is so out there. There's so many videos out, man, not just this channel alone, but the thousands of channels with thousands of brothers crossing thousands of miles, stretching the world, man. The four corners of the world is on fire for Yahweh Shai, man. Don't you get it? Don't you know what time it is, baby boy? You know? And these people don't get it. They don't understand. They don't know what's going on. We over your heads like snapback since 95, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get with it or get lost. And that's just what it is. That's what it's going to have to be. All right, because look, there's going to be a drought of this thing. The famine of the word is probably closer than ever, where this information is not going to be accessible for your general public, man. And at that time, who else is going to be teaching the word, man? So at that time, the elect is sealed. The Lord has woken who he needs to woke, man.
Facts.
And we waiting on prophecy, man.
Myself being in the truth, bro, I get irritated when I can't watch a lesson for a day because I feel like I wasn't doing my part. But imagine how 2/3 gonna feel when they can't receive this at all.
Yeah, especially when they were them passed by Israelites that passed you by on the highways and the byways, scoffed at you, called you a nigger boy, and then them same things that you said was gonna happen on that fateful day starts happening in their life in full time, you know, 4K HD. And they struggling in life and they can't pay their bills and they can't feed their children and their wife leaves them and all kinds of crazy shit starts to happen and their neighbors die. And then the next door neighbor next to them want to break into their crib and wants they fucking Cheerios. Then what? Then it's not funny no more, isn't it? Then it's real life. You know? Then it's not a joke thing. Then them niggas in them dresses on the highways and the byways, them niggas in them sheets, and then they will, you know, them niggas try to be funny, man. Them niggas in them dashikis. Oh, we was right, weren't we? Weren't we, baby? You know? And that's the beauty of it, man. And we ain't even on no I told you so shit, man. The Lord told you niggas. You just didn't listen.
Hey, these fucking 2/3 have blood on their hands, considering the fact they're the ones who put Yahweh Shai up to death. Let's not forget about that, okay? Yahweh Shai said, "Don't fear me, fear for me. I fear for your children, for your blood shall be on their hands." Roughly paraphrasing. But that's where we're
That's
at.
right. That's right. Shit, I just wanted to grab really this last one. If any brothers got any kind of closing steps real quick that they want to bring out. Seems brothers is kind of having technical difficulties right now, so get a couple closing scripts and call it a day. I'm gonna start with this one. This is Ephesians, all right, chapter 2 and 8. All right, I'm gonna read it till 9. And it says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves," man. All right, so look, you don't have the ability to save yourself. Okay, and I want that to be crystal clear. There's no getting yourself out of this situation. There's no getting yourself out of America. There's no grand exit plan that you can create to save yourself. There's no bomb bunker, no dung, no mountain that's gonna hide you from the Lord, Esau, or or 2/3, Jake, that wants to cling on to them. And if you are found with them, surely thou shalt be thrust through, thus saith the scriptures, man. All right. And it is of a gift of God, man. This faith, the grace that he gives you, it is of a gift of God. Because like I said earlier, man, look, we all worthy of death, man. Our righteousness, filthy rags, barely clean, barely speakable on it. You know what I'm saying?
If
We do
clean.
not deserve salvation.
Can y'all hear me? Salaki, I don't know if you can hear
And
me.
it says, not
Can you
of
hear me?
works, least any man should boast, man. All right. So the Lord is going to save his little ones, man. Those that Yahweh Shai has chosen in the beginning of creation, getting deep on y'all a little bit of that meat of the first spirits created, man. Because the elect men that are saved are going to be of those first spirits ever created, man. That Yahweh Shai covered even in the beginning, man. From the beginning unto the end, the Alpha and the Omega shall be the Savior, man.
Can you hear me?
Say so. Yeah, we can hear you, man. I just grabbed a couple closing scripts. If you got some, brothers kind of have technical difficulties. We're about at an hour and 5 minutes. So if you got a closing scene, bro, you can go ahead and bring us home.
No, you good, bro. I just wanted to get into just some why that hate exists, okay? Because I stopped right at the Adamite part, and I want to read this just before we close. And it was a lot. It was a whole lot of bullshit for me to get back, but I'm back. Okay, so let me read this. Thus Esau was racially an Adamite, a Semite, and a Hebrew. Okay, the racial stock of the white race. They want to try to play like only Hebrews and Semites are white. That's a joke. There's 7 different Semite or Adamite races on the earth, or Hebrew races, so to speak, which would essentially put that phrase that gets used so often, that anti this, anti that. Do you know how many people you would have to hate if you was just gonna hate on all Semites? Are you serious? That's like half the world, man.
Yeah, that basically
including
says, I hate the world and everybody in it. It's basically what that's saying.
Essentially, except for a couple goofies. But regardless,
Not to
let me
mention,
read this.
Semite, come on, you stupid small hats. That's not even a fucking word, dummies. It's Shemites. You're dumb.
Yeah. Semite is a crazy word, bro. It's a non-existent word. I like to really not use it most of the time. But just for the book's purposes, I was reading it. But here goes just the next line, okay? Just as Esau despised his birthright, if somebody could grab Genesis 25 and 34, when he sold to it Jacob, he also despised his race by marrying Shalakia, strange women outside his race, which is goofy, right? Because now it's strange. But what did Esau do when he came out the way he looked? He felt goofy and weird, and he went to go try to sleep with women, mostly from Ham, to try and get some color, to try and produce some color, because it was very weird for you to not have no damn color, especially if you was the only one, which is Esau Edom's unfortunate curse. I'm not even gonna say it's unfortunate. Fuck them. That's what you get. Salaki. Does anybody have that Genesis 25 and 34?
I got you.
Since we're talking about the end of an age, we're gonna talk about the beginning a little bit. Go ahead.
Then Jacob gave bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
That's right. That's right. Did it say he loved his birthright? Did it say he cherished his birthright? And did somebody steal his birthright, or did he give it away?
Definitely sold it for some uncooked fucking stew.
As it says. So, reading on. Esau married the daughters of Canaan and the Canaanites. Oh, that's crazy, ain't it? Like I just said. He was marrying so-called African bitches.
Damn, and they ugly.
Nobody want to marry no African. Well, they ugly now. They probably didn't used to be.
Booties, though.
They probably didn't used to be ugly. They probably didn't used to smell like doo-doo butter either.
I'm having a few.
You telling me they didn't used to stick their heads in cow pussy?
They probably didn't.
Field where we get fucking banned, nigga.
They probably didn't.
They don't call it
They
hate speech
probably
on
did.
Field, man.
They probably didn't do them type of things, man. When they
We get
was
an
under
email
when
like
they was
that,
under
wow.
a different type of law, yeah, you block. All right, Salaki. The daughters of Heth and the Hittites, and that goes into Genesis 26:34. And you could go there's receipts for all of this, man. He was marrying everybody, the Ishmaelites, the Hivites, everybody, trying to make interracial marriages. He was the first one.
Yo,
And Salak, read this. These interracial marriages were a grief on the mind of Isaac and Rebekah. That's crazy, right? A grief. Why was it a grief? You was trying to do something you wasn't supposed to do. You was trying to make the line impure. Nigga. You the real nigga, bro. You the real fuck up. You the real sorry one. You the real doo-doo butter.
I mean, I
The
said
Most
it
High
earlier
gonna
in
treat you as such.
Genesis 24, man. One nation shall be stronger than the other. You know,
Hey,
um,
sis. Oh, Salak. I'm just gonna read it to the end of this because it's basically all just chapters in Genesis 36, 26, 28, 20, basically 25 through 36. If you read that,
looking to close soon, though, brother. If you don't mind.
Con, yeah, no doubt. We're gonna shut it down. I just was trying to get through this
I
real
got
quick.
Romans 9 holding for you.
Khan, the descendants of Esau from these marriages became known as Edomites or Edom. The Edomites also possess some of Israelite blood, but Israel marriages are also, and you gotta pick the meat out there, or you gotta pick the meat between the bones. Y'all not Israelites, man, by any stretch. You share Hebrew blood, not Israelite blood. Not at all. You are not Israelites at all. You are Hebrew Edomites. We will not call you anything else but such. You're not Israelites at all. You've never been Israelites. You've never even known what it's like to be an Israelite at all. You ain't lived like Israelites. You don't fit the prophecies and the shit you're doing right now over there. And maybe we shouldn't be talking about it. Maybe we might. Maybe we might have to hear something. But you not them. You not them. And I'll be damned if somebody doesn't tell you
Hey,
the
man.
truth.
Y'all small hiders ain't done nothing but bring unrighteous, unholiness, and disgusting habits to the earth. And I don't care. I said it.
That's it. Nobody wants your culture. Majority of the known world
And
wants you
you're not
gone or
Israelites.
eradicated. And really,
Right.
that
The
extends.
president of Egypt literally
I'm gonna be
said, y'all
real.
niggas left black
I'm gonna be real.
and came back
Slack.
white, like a white
I'm
cake.
gonna extend that to the whole nation of Babylon that is America.
Yo,
And all light-colored individuals who are Edomites.
bro, homie got caught
Even
moving
if
into
you
a house that
chocolate
wasn't
covered.
his, and the neighbor was like, hey, nigga, who is you?
Even if you chocolate covered, you Edomites are weird. Your time is done, and you going out.
Chocolate covered ones might be the
checking
weirdest
out.
ones because the identity crisis is crazy.
Man,
Identity crisis of the motherfucker, crazy, bro. You
that's
ever
they
met one of them
problem.
chocolate covered Edomites for real? I have.
That's
They
yeah.
weird.
That's their problem. That's their problem. You weird. Most High they love you, nigga.
Look, last thing, Esau,
Sorry.
your time on earth is not needy. You can't cook, you can't dance, you're not procreating. Your women want us, okay? You're still in
Damn, can't
swag
cook,
and you're
can't dance, no rhythm.
Hey, it's
No
forever
salt.
fuck. It's forever fuck Esau.
The only thing
Fuck
that
his
he's
woman.
good at is destroying, blowing shit up, and bringing animals to the point of extinction. That's the only thing y'all motherfuckers is good for. And the scriptures say the trees is gonna do a fucking jig when y'all fall.
You heard, bro.
Trees gonna hit this right here. When
It's
y'all niggas
forever
go down,
fuck.
nigga, the trees go.
It's forever fuck Esau. But we gonna fuck your bitches too.
Oh,
And they gonna like it, and we go disrespect them at the end.
Yeah.
Nah, slap. Hey, hold it to a minimum. But it's definitely, man. You know what? Y'all
it's
gonna
definitely
get it.
fuck Esau and the horse he rode in
Yeah.
on, and
And everybody
what Riley
that
said.
came with. Yeah, his yuck mouth teeth. Yeah,
Mhm.
fuck your hood. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. fuck your candy, fuck your
Forever.
money, just fuck everything. Fuck you.
My name is
in
Riley.
general.
And this is America, nigga. That shit be dead.
This is the
president
end.
black,
My president's black, my Lambo's blue, motherfucker. Yeah, go
That
ahead,
shit had me dead.
Young Riley.
All right, so let
Hey,
me go ahead and
man.
hit this, man. We'll close on this, brother. Please break it down as I go. This,
All right, go
this
ahead,
is in
bro.
direct parallel with Genesis.
Anybody else got
25th chapter.
anything? Bring it out.
Yeah, we'll call it good. I'm gonna read down to verse 12. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Brothers can interject and break it down as I read it, and then we'll call it good. So Romans 9:1, and it says, I say the truth in Hamashiach, and I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost, in the Holy Spirit, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I wish that myself were accursed for Hamashiach, my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. Okay.
Salakia, to the flesh meaning blood, literal relation, like literal brotherhood, like
Like
literally
first
we
of kin.
came from the same race, cousins,
We as
brothers,
family.
sisters. We are the same people, bro.
We at the same
Regardless of
reunion,
how
dog.
separated we are. Yeah, like man, we came from the same stock lineage.
Hey,
And
y'all,
our shit is more important than Edom's. Remember that. Go ahead,
That's
bro.
right.
now we is one people.
Yeah, we is
We
one
won.
people.
Look, and we ought to be acting like this.
Stories.
Right. Well, we ought to be, but you know
what
that
we're supposed to do.
that movie spiritual too on the low,
What is
man.
that we supposed to be doing?
Cause what does Esau always make it look like, man? When you got niggas. Hey man, y'all, I don't know how many times y'all watched that movie, bro. I
I've
don't watch
watched it like
Sinners
3,
about
4
4
times
5
now.
times.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you,
I see something new every time.
man, every time I see something new as well. And I'm telling you now, like man, that movie was not meant to be like a hate fest. It wasn't. I could tell it wasn't. Like even when you look at all the evil that was going on in the flick, right, with the devils, and the niggas wanted to be mad. What was they doing? Nigga shit. They was doing nigga shit.
Adultery.
And they got mad when the devil came. Yeah. How many sins did them niggas commit? And
A
they
whole
still
lot.
tried to play
That's
them
a whole
niggas
lot of
off like they was the good guys. And use like, and don't get me wrong, they, you know, it had a racial element and all of that. Them niggas all deserve to die. It was a bunch of coons. It was a bunch of coons.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The old nigga didn't deserve to catch it, bro. That was my nigga, bro.
Who you talking about? You talking about Delta
old nigga,
Slim?
Yes, Delta
Talking about
Slim.
Delta Slim.
He ain't had
You-
no business
you-
dying, bro. He ain't do shit
You
wrong.
only
Him
only
and
said that
Cornbread,
'cause-
they was innocent, nigga.
You only said that because you
Cornbread
do
and
the
Delta
same
Slim,
little
them-
leg. You do
them
that
niggas
same
be
little
done.
leg dance that Delta Slim be doing. But that's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he do that little leg dance. I'm just telling you because I know I seen him do it before. He done it many times in his life, even before he ever saw that. So I was like, yeah,
I've
that's
seen
why
him do
he
so much
loved
shit,
him
bro.
some Delta Slim.
And that nigga
It's all
smooth,
good.
bro. He said, too much beer from Chicago.
He remind me of Papa. I ain't gonna front. He remind me of Papa in that movie, bro. The way he was,
And then when he was talking
way
about,
he got-
bro, it got to me when he told that story
man.
of him and his band that played at the White House. How
He
they
ain't
was
playing that no.
playing for them Wish Peckerwoods, and they lynched the dude that he was talking about, how they lynched the dude off the railroad who was gonna take the money and go build a church. And that's how all his homeboys got incarcerated. Because remember, they passed the incarcerated dudes, and he stood
And they
up
was
and
like,
"Hold your
Slim,
head, boy, hold your head, nigga." You know? But
that's been Jake's.
we in the same spirit, man.
We
still
are
in that
under.
hold your head
We
ass
are,
spirit, man.
man. We are under a fucking captivity, bro. We're under a captivity, bro. And
All right,
Esau
let me
is
continue
shooting niggas in the back 3 times, bro.
on.
Murdering
and then
niggas
telling niggas
for
that he was
hanging out downtown.
How you gonna say? Because
They had to revise the story.
Yeah,
did I tell you they had to revise the story?
Because
the witnesses came out flooding in like y'all niggas is lying.
Initially said that they approached the man, tried to make contact, and he turned to run and reach for his waistband.
And was reaching for his one
does
band.
that make sense? If you can only see my back and I'm running,
how do you know I'm doing any of that?
I'm reaching for my waistband.
That's the story they went. That's the story they went with, right here in Babylon. trying to do
All
their
right.
own little lynching.
Continuing on.
Officer C. Wallace. Yeah, I said it,
Um,
nigga. I said your name, nigga. Officer C. Wallace.
chapter
That's who they
9,
said it
verse
was.
3. For I wish that myself was accursed for Christ, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, whom are Israelites, to whom, all right, pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh and the promises. So you cannot be a part of this adoption. You can't be a part of the family. You cannot have the glory. You cannot be under the covenants. You cannot be under the
Right.
law.
And then when they
You
can't beat you,
cannot
they
be
want to
in
turn
the
you into a
service
criminal, man.
or receive of the promises of Yahweh if you are not kinsmen according to the flesh.
Yep. And just to further prove his point, that grafted in is referring to Gentile Israelites who are the Gentile
Who
state of
look
mind.
like the foreign nations, as we said in the beginning of the video here, as we say in our intros, who belongeth to through the spirit, through the sperm line of their forefathers, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. Continuing on, who are the fathers, and of whom are concerning the flesh Hamashiach came, who is all over
Mhm.
Yahweh
The
blessed
flesh.
forever.
The
Amen.
flesh that he came from. Amon.
Yep.
Not the rest of you weirdos or whoever believe on him. The flesh that he came from. You heard?
Not as
Is
though
that
the
so
word
hard
Salaki.
to understand? Salaki. I'm just saying, like, is that so fucking hard to understand?
Oh yeah,
Flesh of my flesh,
you over
blood of
heads
my
like
blood.
snapbacks 1990.
Nah, they fucking get it. They fucking get it. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. Them is the only ones who's getting through the gate.
Gone. Verse 6. Not as though the word of Yahweh hath taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel, man. Speaking on you Cloonberry 230ans, man. You
You fucking
230ans.
traitors, you traitors
All
to
right.
the nation, you
Yeah,
niggas who
you
work for the
Uncle Ruckuses and those of
federales.
the like.
Nah,
Bruh,
but
that-
you know, not you know what I'm saying? You know, I understand. Hey, I'm not talking about everybody. I know niggas got to make a buck, but I'm talking about you true traitors, you infiltrators, you niggas who came in with no good intentions
Those who have
involved.
received
Come,
their constellation on this side, man.
exactly,
What one
bro.
the whole Romans chapter 9 basically cuts and buries the plantation Christian doctrine. You can just start
Yeah,
at
I'm gonna
verse
stop
1
at
literally.
14. Yeah, I'm stopping at 14. We going all the way through 14, and we gonna end it there. But yeah, this cuts that whole
It's like
everybody
I
walk
gotta
hand in
hold
hand
this.
shit, man.
Salaki, I'm
And it
blurry,
says, neither
bro. I
because
gotta
they are
hold
the
it.
seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called, man, through the seed of Isaac. That is, that they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of Yahweh, but the children of promise are counted for the seed. For this is the word of promise. And at this time will I come, Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, speaking on our forefather Isaac, all right, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, all right, because they're unborn, so they could not have made any mistakes or made any rights in life at this point. But God had already purposed out their lives, you see, that the purpose of Yahweh, according to the election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It is said unto her that the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau, so-called white man, small hatters, Russians, have I hated. But shall we say then? What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? God forbid. All right. We are at the end of this age, man. The end of this ion. Sorry, Mac. I didn't realize you was
No,
knocked off. I brought you back in.
you good,
But
bro.
we
Just
are at the
pressing
end of this,
buttons.
man. Okay. Rejoice ye in that. Prepare your soul for what comes next, man. Prepare your mind, body, and soul for what comes next, because we about to be in the fight of our lives, Akim. And Lord willing, the spirit remains on us to continue to fight and allows us, as Revelations 2:9 says, to be faithful until the end and receive a crown of life, man. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing. All right. Any brother got anything to add? We good? But with that, once again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory. That being unto Yahweh, Bahashem,
Yahweh
Yahushai,
Bahashem,
Kadash.
Kadash.
All right. Lord willing, this was edifying. All right. Lord willing, this reaches out unto the elect, man. Once again, blessings into the elder apostles of GMS. And you already know, man, DTA and the Bob.
Bob.
Shalom.